It's time to leave the director's office and see what's happening. Okay, outside. What in the crap is going on?
You can't let this happen. 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 You stopped it. You... Oh, thank you. That was... horror.
Yeah, I would tend to agree that that was horror. Oh, she's got a salty mouth on her. How about that? Yeah, low ammo, except everyone's dead, so it doesn't matter. Or I guess dead? I don't know. Whoa. There's some Thanos stuff going on here. Oh man, look at that. That smoke as it just floats around. Alright, so apparently we still haven't found a card. Oh, whoa, no way. Director Jesse Faden. That is wild. Oh man, this game is just insane. I'm kind of curious here. Let's see, what is our... I guess we are supposed to go this way. I was going to say, I don't know, maybe we're not supposed to go this way, but it sure looks like we're supposed to wrap around a bit.
The hotline. Secure line of communication. Guide us. Reach the hotline.
There's just a body floating right there.
Dead man.
Time to reload here. Apparently, if you shoot these guys in the head, which I seem to be completely incapable of doing, it staggers them a little bit, which is quite handy. Okay. This door is unlocked. This is another bathroom. I kind of wonder if the bathrooms, like, you can get some emergency health out of that, since they do seem to have what appears to be health stations in there. Undefined reading. What? So we got a collectible here. Multimedia? No.
Objects of power can cause or be results of AWE's altered world events.
This was the video that we saw in the last one.
Reality. A side note, remember to cover their connection to the astral plane as well. Now, the service weapon is, of course, a prime example of an OOP, a very powerful one. Ingrained in the Bureau's DNA, a key component in our prime candidate program. Come out of that Russian roulette a winner and you're it. Lose and you're, well, fuck. Thank you. I'm Dr. Darling, head of research, Federal Bureau of Control.
Oh, man. This game. So what else did we pick up? We picked up something else. Okay, we've got a thing on the service weapon. No unique procedures required for containment. Description. The object's form is variable when bound. The object allows paratolarians to redacted. This object must be bound by individuals seeking the role of redacted. The object will determine whether redacted. If rejected, the applicant is terminated. This process is dictated by the redacted, though the criteria is unknown. The object was discovered inside the oldest house in the room that is now used at the director's office. The popular hypothesis redacted many forms throughout history redacted. Mjolnir, Excalibur, Varanastra, all weapons that redacted of their wielders. If objects of power are the convergence of forces based on the collective subconscious, then this may be the original manifestation of that event. If this is the case, redacted. See Dr. Darling presentation 11.1 for more details. And we picked up a photograph of Director Trench. That looks like that's an actual photograph. Okay. Field research on Hiss entity, Hiss corrupted security guard. The Bureau has many internal security personnel. The Hiss was quick to take advantage of this fact. Hiss guards use the standard issue bullpup rifles they carried prior to corruption, while the armored guards carry pump-action shotguns. Ooh. They have no observed paranatural abilities, with the exception that certain Hiss guards are protected by shielding of dense Hiss resonance, capable of stopping bullets. Is this shielding a result of prolonged Hiss corruption? Does the Hiss mature in organic hosts over time? More data is needed. Did the Hiss target individuals with combat training? Does the Hiss have that level of cognizance? Does it utilize hosts for tasks they are best suited to? Combat-trained hosts are reserved for combat? These are all the questions for later, though it is obvious that corrupted individuals retain knowledge on the use of their weapons. Refer to file redacted for full report. I think we have covered everything now. Got a little bit of a healing thing here. Low health boost, a weapon mod. Okay, so open loadout. I guess we can click on that guy to add damage while low on health plus 41%. Sure, that sounds fantastic to me. I'm in. All these little blue things I think are the little health things that we're supposed to pick up to heal. And it doesn't seem like we need any. We're at full health. That health bar is not very large. This body is just floating in midair. Oh, I feel you on that lack of hair up there, buddy. So it looks like we have another file over here or something.
Reminder, if you experience an unanticipated building shift, follow these simple steps. 1. Search the room for any altered items or objects of power. 2. Carry the altered item or object of power to the nearest safe room. 3. Wait for Bureau staff to find you and the object. If there are no altered items or objects of power in the vicinity, then reach your supervisor via the nearest intercom and await further instructions. Thank you for your attention.
Okay. So if you find an object of power, take it to the nearest safe room is what they're saying. This looks like this might be the men's room. Excuse me. This really creeps me out with these bodies just floating around. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's the idea. Good job. Good job. Got another thing over here. Don't let mold hitch a ride. Perform daily body checks for foreign plant matter. That seems different. Correspondence. What do we have here? Dinner reservations at 7 p.m. at Chez Hombre. Wife will meet you there. Don't be late. Flowers are ready for you at lobby reception. Remember, she is turning 46. Guessing this was the same one. Yeah, we don't need to do that. We more or less listened to it. I did kind of run away, so if you're using the subtitles, I apologize. Ideally, my reenactment of it told you everything you needed to know. So Central Executive is over there. We have a shelter over here. Marshall AWE investigations. For Marshall's eyes only. Marshall. We checked out the suspected AWE in Duluth. Wasn't anything, just like the house fire before this, and the malfunctioning clothes dryer before that. My team is getting pretty sick of duds. We need you to find a better way to sort the fake AWEs from the real things. Notice this one doesn't have an apostrophe. This one is correct. Or you need to rotate these field agents off for a bit. Anyway, we're en route to Sherman Ranch, next one on the list. Let's hope it's a little livelier there. Sincerely, Special Agent Keenum. Okay. What? Okay, apparently we got another mod. Did we get a second mod? Be 1%. 45%. Okay, so we got the exact same mod. This one is 4% better. I don't know that I'm really supposed to close this, but, you know, whatever. I think what I'm going to do is just stay in here for the rest of my life. This is weird. This place creeps me out. It's just you and me, buddy. We're gonna live together in here. Oh, alright, never mind. Let's get out of here. I don't like him. He was saying things that I just found offensive. I love
The hissing sound that tried to invade me earlier. The hiss. Burrowing into everything in this place. Is the hiss your enemy? Alright, it's our enemy.
I love that just bold font that pops up.
Burrows in like an infuriating melody that makes you hum it over and over.
Okay, if we're done talking, I'm going to play the radio. Or not. Okay. I didn't want to interrupt what Jesse was saying here, so, you know, trying to be cool. Is there anything in this office? Yes. Urban legends. All right, let's open that. Examination of Paranatural Topics, Urban Legends, compiled by Paula Bronte and Lorenzo Dunn, researchers. By order of Emily Pope, research specialists. Urban legends are believed to affect the creation of altered materials, but can also dictate the characteristics, easy for me to say, of an altered world event. Urban legends are understood as the modern evolution of Jung's archetypes. We recognize certain redacted, informed by our own redacted, and popularized by our media. We have additionally proven that urban legends can be artificially redacted in popular culture using redacted, our Bureau-made anthology television program. Once the seeds are sown, human imagination exacerbates the details. Certain paranatural phenomena contain clear elements of popularized folklore. AWEs that only occur on redacted. A pair of scissors that consume human redacted through 2 punctures on the redacted. These details, living in the minds of so many, have been given strength through belief. Urban legends are not just stories for children. They are paranatural realities waiting to happen. Refer to file 4936942 for full report. Okay. Was haben wir here? Visitor evaluations. How to handle unscheduled visitors entering the lobby. Start with the following. Welcome to the Federal Bureau of Control, established in 1964 as part of an effort to strengthen government relations. We are proud to serve the United States and her people as we strive for transparency and excellence in all aspects of our esteemed nation's infrastructure. If they do not leave, then ask them these questions. Are you here to see someone? Are you from New York City or just visiting? How do you find this place? If their answers are sufficiently harmless, explain that this is a secure federal office and that they'll need to leave. If their answers seem redacted, escort them to a private room. There, perform the Gunnar's psychological assessment. If their responses are within the acceptable range of deviance, see the provided scoring sheet, then redact it immediately. Remember, there's no such thing as too suspicious. And I would like to take this moment to say, welcome to the recording, Cat. Thanks for joining. Okay, carrying on. She literally just jumped up while I was reading that, so here we are. Ma'am, you seem to be floating. Other ma'am, you also seem to be floating, and there's no roof. Oh, these guys are gonna start shooting at me. I know it. I know it. Can't go down that way? All right, bonsai. Let's drop in this way. Oh, you are, crappy. I don't want grenades. I mean, if I'm throwing them, yes, I want grenades, but if you're throwing them at me, I don't appreciate that. Okay, let's zoom across this way and pick up whatever that is. Undefined reading. We'll have to wait a moment. I seem to be slightly busy. You, sir, are going to get punched. And then now I'm going to, ow, crap, run away. Yep, I need me some blue things. Blew me up. What? There we go. That guy was tough. Holy crap, dude.
Must cleanse control points. An enemy. Corrupt. Spreading.
Cleanse the control point. What does that mean? Help me fix it.
Okay. Let's take just a second before we do that. We got some mods. Got an armor mod. Where are you? Damage against enemy armor. Sure. We'll switch to that. And then we got some assets over here. We do not have a clearance level for these. Interesting. I have no idea what that means. But we don't have a clearance level. Let's cleanse this control point then. Just taking one quick look through here before we do anything. Whoa. That is wild. That is wild.
Holy shit. You did it. We did it.
Hello? Can you hear me? Are you with us? With the Bureau? Are you still sane?
That's probably debatable. I mean, I see floating bodies.
I can't tell you how happy I am to talk to somebody sane.
The feeling's mutual. Yeah, I'm Pope, Emily Pope, Dr. Darling's assistant.
My turn. Should I lie? Jesse Faden. I'm just visiting. I should have lied.
Oh, shit. You're the new director. Hold on. We're coming out.
Director Faden.
Call me Jesse.
Okay, Jesse. I'm Emily. Look, somehow this hostile force, this...
Hiss?
that works? Somehow the hiss managed to infiltrate the building without any warning.
And just like that, my name for it is official. The hiss. Like the sound of poison gas leaking in.
We're in full lockdown. It seems to have spread everywhere and to everyone not protected by an HRA. And, extraordinarily, you. You are the director, and that makes you special by definition. Trench is no longer the director, obviously. I'm sorry, I'm talking too much. This whole situation is just a lot.
Trench is dead. Shot.
Ah.
I found his body. And the gun. Do I tell her it looked like a suicide?
The service weapon.
Also, and this can sound crazy, but he keeps appearing to me, saying things. It's hard to make out, but he told me to cleanse the control point, push the hiss out. The whole room shifted around.
You did that? And you entered the building when it was already in the lockdown before you became the new director? How?
I'm not ready to tell her about you yet. A janitor let me in.
I love it. This is fucking unbelievable. I can't even... Look, Jesse, I have a million questions, and you probably have a million more.
Like, do you know my brother Dylan? Not yet.
But there's something I need to ask you to do first. If you can cleanse a control point, then you can maybe cure those infected or possessed by the hiss. Because if that's possible, our options are very different.
Emily Pope. I don't know her, but I like her already.
She's the opposite of the faceless agency I've blamed for what happened to me for so long. But I can't trust her yet. Or rather, the Bureau she's a part of. Yes. I can try. I'm speaking for you, of course. We can try it together. Okay. You with me? We did it before. Push the hiss out.
No one's talking about the people that are just floating. Okay. Apparently, we just ignore them. Control points. Ooh, let's read that. Examination of paranatural topics, Paula Bronte, Lorenzo Dunn, by order of Emily Pope. Control points are locations that the Bureau has identified as being vital junctions of the oldest house. When the appropriate harmonization devices are arranged around the control point in the redacted arrangement, the surrounding area will not experience any unforeseen building shifts. These control points are discovered by redacted detection of an unobstructed ping using the redacted within a 37-foot radius. Numerous researchers have attempted to define control points, calling them nerve junctures or redacted, or vulnerable spots of the oldest house. The common factor in these theories is that control points are susceptible to external influence, which allows us to stabilize the oldest house and work more confidently inside it. Theoretically, this technology could be extrapolated to stabilize the oldest house as a whole, but testing has found that certain parts of the building refuse to be redacted. Refer to file 725-2788 for full report. Okay. So control points are a lot of redacted. I guess let's go investigate this floating body over here. No one saw that or found that weird.
The hiss has burrowed too deep. Ripping it out rips them apart.
So I guess we could not clear that person of the hiss.
Jesse, over here.
I know.
We need to make a plan, Jesse.
I'm just looking around. Don't mind me. I don't think we can go through there yet. We're going to need a security card. And as the director, we should have access to a card. Okay. So that's how we're going to travel and stuff. Got it. And how to change clothes, because, you know, outfits are important. Just out of curiosity, it looks like we can backtrack now, so let's go talk to Pope and see what else is going on.
I can't cleanse them.
I saw. It was worth a shot. Thank you, Director. Jesse.
I'm gonna tell her why I'm here. I'll risk it. Listen, the Bureau was involved in an incident in my hometown, Ordinary, 17 years ago. The Bureau came in and covered the whole thing up. I've been looking for this place for a long time. That's enough. Maybe that's too much already. I can't tell her about Dylan and the rest yet.
I've seen mentions of an Altered World event case dealing with Ordinary. You were at Ground Zero as a child? It was one of the big ones, and before my time. And very classified. I can try to dig out some old files for you. My boss, Casper Darling, would know, but he's missing. I think he knew this was coming, or suspected. He came up with the HRAs, the Hadron Resonance Amplifiers. I think they're what saved us. Or a few of us. And Director Trench would know.
Trench? The ghost, or whatever he is. He mentioned something called the Hotline. Said I should find it.
It's another object of power, like the gun, an old Bakelite telephone, a direct line of communication between the director and the board. Maybe he can talk to you more clearly through that. I mean, Trench has years and years of experience. He might know how to destroy the hiss.
Where is the hotline?
It's kept in the communications department through the mailroom. It's part of this sector, so we can access it even with the lockdown in place. We'll get the door open for you.
Okay, that's my next stop.
That's Tomasi's department. He's the head of communications. I don't think he had an HRA. He kind of made a point about not wearing one earlier. Keep an eye out.
They call me the director. But that's not me. I'm not a director type. I'm not a leader. Why am I here? I think you already know. Yes, I came for my brother, but there are other reasons too. I said I was looking for answers, but I might never understand them. I'm not looking for proof. This is already it. More than enough. No matter what they told me all those years, I know it's real now. I didn't imagine this. I want to be a part of this world. What scares me shitless is that I finally found it. Only to see the hiss destroy it all.
Don't hesitate to ask me anything you want to know. There are no stupid questions. The door to the comms department is just outside the boardroom back in the lobby. They should have gotten it open by now. Follow the signs. The hotline should be in the communications department.
Oh man, there's going to be a lot of stuff to talk about, so kick back, I guess.
Where did the hiss come from?
I'm not sure. You said the hiss was here when you entered. Did you see anything like that outside before you came in?
No, just inside.
The source is internal then. See, the oldest house is a sprawling complex with openings to other places as well. I don't even know where to start looking. But in the context, it's good news. The lockdown holds. The hiss escaping the building would be the end. Pretty shitty world out there if you ask me, but I wouldn't want the hiss to destroy it.
With you on that, Emily. You mentioned the oldest house. What is it?
This building, the Bureau headquarters, the oldest house, is a shifting place. You've seen it. It transcends its physical limits.
I've been to New York a few times. How didn't I notice this place?
It's an attribute of the building. This is a place of power. The oldest house doesn't like attention, so unless you're purposely trying to find it, you don't, which is perfect for us. The work we do here is essential, but unstable. The Bureau prefers not to be noticed. And we need strong walls to make sure nothing gets out.
So without you, I never would have found the front door. Okay. This Trench guy. I keep hearing him in my head. Is he a ghost? Haunting me?
I doubt we're talking about a ghost in the traditional sense, but an echo maybe. See, if he was killed by the service weapon, your gun, maybe it's his final thoughts recorded by the bullet in his brain, like a deep space probe sending back data. But that's just a hypothesis on my part. I need the gun to research it. But you better hold on to that given the circumstances.
I think I will. Yeah. Can you tell me what an object of power is exactly? This is all, well, new to me.
Don't worry, I love going over the basics. So objects of power are mundane objects that house paranatural energies and have developed a link to the astral plane and can thus be controlled, which is what differentiates them from altered items, which are still housings of paranatural forces, but are more volatile and cannot be bound in the peri-utilitarian sense. Got it?
Did she memorize this? Got it. Thanks. So HRAs stop you from becoming Hiss.
Well, it seems that way. I mean, I hadn't even heard of an HRA until a few weeks ago when Dr. Darling started handing them out. Well, I began analyzing mine as soon as I got it. I mean, each one seems to emit a powerful short-range frequency way beyond anything I've ever seen.
Doesn't the timing seem suspicious?
I thought that too. Dr. Darling usually likes to unveil his latest breakthrough in big presentations. With these, he just passed them out. Yeah, his behavior makes me wonder what exactly he knew.
Well then, apparently there are more questions.
I'm sure I'll have more questions soon.
Just let me know.
Maybe not sure of who is behind what and all that jazz. That's curious. Yeah, she like totally ripped that off with her hand. There was some telekinesis going on there. So we have picked up a personal mod at some point. Health recovery per element pickup plus 20%. That sounds great. Our mission is to enter the communications department to find the hotline. And then we have a couple of things to look at here. I guess this one, we've already looked at you. The only person you should fail is yourself. We've already looked at that one. I guess field research on Hiss entity. I don't think we read this one. The Hiss manifest in human hosts in numerous ways. The most common and least intense form is seen in the many corrupted agents floating throughout the Bureau. The Hiss agents have maintained their human appearance, undergoing no obvious physical transformation. The most notable distinction from an unaffected human is the fact that they levitate. I've noticed that. These Hiss have displayed no aggressive behavior. They only seem interested in vocalizing the strange incantation ad infinitum. Perhaps these vessels are only meant to propagate the Hiss corruption, like spores or Wi-Fi boosters. Are they cocoons, preparing to enter their next stage of evolution? When attacked, Hiss agents disappear, perhaps entering a state of invisibility or undergoing a transformation into a purely resonant form. Research is ongoing. Refer to file redacted for full report. And it kind of bothers me. Okay, so we did go through both of those, so we're good now. I think at this point we can go ahead and wrap this one up. We have to get to the communications department to find the hotline, and we shall do that on the next one as we continue to play the game that I wish I would have played when it came out, because holy crap, the presentation is absolutely amazing. Catch you on the next one. Till then, thanks for watching. See you later.